Don't you ever get it fucked up. Motherfuckers never loved us. Man,
back once again on Unstable. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and supporting the podcast. It's Mike Hill. My man Steve Wilson is over there. He's ready to jam once again. Guy Torry in the building.
Place to be. Got kicked out of Trump University.
Yeah.
Now you
paying tuition?
No, I didn't, man.
Oh, did Claudia get kicked out of the university?
I guess she did. She got kicked out of Unstable.
Is she?
Wow.
She's late. She getting her hair done?
Probably.
Nails done.
Getting her sewn
everything
on.
big.
Everything
big.
My Little Pony ass ponytail she be wearing. My little pony.
Claudia's she'll be here very shortly. Of course, she is the star. Everybody talks about her, so we're gonna get her in here very shortly. But hey, Guy, let's start off with the word of the day.
Word of the day. You know, I try to upgrade the community with words we don't use every day in our language.
Okay.
So the word of the day is dactylion. Dactylion. Yes, dactylion is spelled Dactylion.
Dactylion. Origin.
Yes, it's a noun. Well, I don't know the origin. Goddamn.
I'm just doing like the spelling bee. I
don't know the origin. I know it's a
like
noun.
An Indian boy. What is it? Origin. What is it?
The origin is your mama's ass. That's what it is. I pulled it out your mama's ass last night. That's where I got the word from.
What's it mean?
It's a noun and it's a plural. It means the extreme tip or the end of the middle finger when the hand is fully extended. So it's the middle tip right here of the middle finger when the hand is extended.
And that's called the what now?
The dactylion.
The dactylion. That's the jam in here, the dactylion.
Let me use it in a sentence, okay?
Okay.
Not only does Trump has his dactylion in Republicans' asshole, he has his entire hand and is fisting the Republican Party while destroying the whole damn country. Dactylion. Dactylion. Steve, can you use it?
Okay, so just to make sure, is this the dactylion or is that the dactylion?
It's the middle finger, the tip.
Oh, just
tip.
Okay, so dactylion. Right. I would like to stick my dactylion so far up Steve Banner's nose and pull out all the hate out. How about that?
There you go. All right. That's a lot of shit going on more than hate, though.
Dactylion, so.
Okay. Mike?
I'm not smart enough to use dactylion.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
That big ass forehead you got, there's some words up there.
Why don't we just rack dactylion on your forehead and then let people
Can I come back to it later?
That's more like dandelion as big as that.
Right.
The guy that never shows his forehead because his hairline's all the way back here. Really?
In about 2 weeks, you going to have a yarmulke on, goddamn.
Both the dudes losing hair arguing.
Dactylion.
Right. Hey, I'm showing you my dactylion right here. Okay?
There you go.
I'm showing you. How about you want to see the rest of the dactylion?
We good.
All right, man. Let's move on, man. Hey, Steve Wilson's in the house.
Yes.
Comedian.
Yes, sir.
We got Guy Torry in the house. He's a comedian.
That's right,
sir.
Well, that's debatable sometimes. But guys, are you ready for your next comedian? Damn, is he funny? Hell yeah. You know who he is. You've seen him on Poetic Justice. You've seen him on movies like Sprung. He is one of the hosts of the Def Comedy Jam, which is celebrating 25 years. Of course, the legend in the house, my man Joe Torry. What up, boy? Also, Scott Torry's brother, of course.
Right. Yeah. Guy Torry's big brother.
Big brother. Oh,
don't forget that.
That ain't hard to do. Have you seen how small he is? I think everybody's his big brother.
Hey, Guy is an amazing athlete. Don't let the size fool you. Tell him, God, don't let the small size fool you.
I got something for you.
Got something for you. Okay, cheers to you, Big
brothers.
Great athlete right there. But hey, fellas, did you know that Joe is a Hall of Famer?
He's also in the Liquor Hall of Fame, too.
The Liquor Hall of Fame.
Yes.
What kind of liquor? Is that liquor like drinking liquor or licking her?
Both, actually.
Both of them.
Have you ever been on a road with Joe Torry?
I've been married 16 years, so.
Well, you better be doing that. That's how you stay married.
That's how you stay married.
Right.
Stay married, man. That's how you keep your back out of the problems, too. That's half the battle right there.
He's currently in the workout room, Noodles and Cleveland Strangler, and also received the Robin Harris Legend Honor in 2017. Yeah. Welcome to the show, man. Happy to have you on here.
Hey, man, thanks for coming. Unstable, right? This
yes,
name
Unstable. Yeah.
Unstable.
Unstable.
Right?
Yeah,
okay,
God forced that on us, your brother. I'm pretty sure you know how that is.
He's always unstable, so that's the perfect fucking name for this show.
Of course, Netflix is coming out 25 years, man. That Def Comedy Jam came out on HBO. Of course, you were a host of it for many years, man. Time has flown, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, you look back and it's 25 years later, you're like, wow. And I'm saying, but that's how I let my family know. You know what I'm saying? Because now I was famous before I met y'all, so y'all can get the hell out of my damn house. I know how it works.
Let me tell you a funny story about that, man. So when Def Jam first came out, man, Joe went to college, got his mass communication degree and journalism degree and all that stuff, right? So he moved to LA to do stand-up. When Def Comedy Jam was coming out, it was HBO. Nobody knew what it was. So my father, you know,
people knew who HBO, what HBO was.
Right, they didn't know what
Def
Def Jam was, right? Because no one had seen it before.
Right.
So my father, well, we didn't know what HBO was because we was living in the hood. We didn't have cable.
You didn't have cable.
No,
That's right.
we didn't have cable. So
you didn't steal it?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
it wasn't even allowed. So my father told his whole church, my son's gonna be on TV. My son's gonna be on HBO doing Def Jam. And so they lived in a city. Me and my sister lived in the county where we had cable. So my dad had a special night. He comes over. We had VCRs back then. He takes his VCR tape, puts it in the VCR to record Def Comedy Jam. Got the whole church.
The whole church is watching.
Now mind you, we never cussed around our dad. None of that, right? What? So Def Jam comes on. Def Jam comes on. Joe comes out with cowboy boots, hat. Like, what's up, motherfuckers? I saw my dad's face go and his eyes got big, and he sat there for like maybe 2 minutes. And before his set was even over, he got up, went to the VCR, ejected the tape, sat back down with the tape on his lap, and just kind of like nervously smiled for the rest of the set.
In front of the congregation. So you guys never cursed in front of your parents?
No, man.
Oh, no, man. You get your teeth. No, now they cuss in front of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
all
the preacher?
time, but
Even the pastor?
Not the pastor.
Not the pastor. Okay.
But my mother and father, that's how you learn how to cuss.
Yeah.
You know, from them. But no, I never cussed
And
in
actually,
front of my
it's our dad's birthday today, too.
Yeah, it is his birthday. He would have been 84
Absolutely,
today.
man.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
means a lot to both of you guys, man.
I slip a couple curse words in now. You know what I'm saying? My mama can't, my mama can't act like she don't hear it. But,
the hearing's going a little bit.
I met your mama. She got a left hook. Don't play with her.
She got more than that. She got Jesus on speed dial. You don't need no left hook. And the hook can come out of nowhere.
So let me ask you a question, man. When Def Jam first, when you taped it, did you know, it was going to be the show that it turned out to be?
No, not really, because you really didn't know what audience could get it,
right?
And back in that time, the audience was bigger. It was like 65-70% white that watched it,
no,
because they're the only ones who had cable,
right?
So Russell made sure when I took over that I didn't offend the audience that I couldn't see that was in front of me.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a different thing when you coming out there just being a single gunman, coming out there 5-7 minutes and just saying anything. Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. Fuck you, right person, Bob.
Right.
When you were the host every week, he was like, you can't dress like that, muscles bulging, and you gonna run out the TV.
Right.
And he said, half the people that watch it ain't here, man. He said, so you would be a host, you got to dress and act the part. He said, because who would you let babysit your kids? You or Will Smith?
See, Joe was
coming out.
I
was like, Will Smith. I wouldn't even watch let my kids watch me.
Well, see, Joe was coming out because he had the vest and he had the muscles.
Yeah,
and he had the brand.
Cowboy hat.
And he had the cute brand.
Cowboy boots on.
Cute brand. Well, you had to make a dent. It was so much. That people was putting out there, and the comedians that they had from everywhere.
Right.
I made sure that I had a trademark, so you can say, the black dude with the muscles and the cowboy
Everybody had a hook.
Everybody knew who
Ducky.
Joe Torry was. You
Right.
think about this, man, and talk about that trademark when you came out and you were introduced to comedians. The introduction I gave you,
Yeah. Right.
basically saying the next. Where'd you get that from? The next comedian, you made people do that. How'd you come up with that?
I came up with that when I had to take over the club for Robin Harris.
Okay.
When Robin Harris died, he had the biggest black club, that everybody got discovered in. And I'm saying from the Living Color came and got the talent out of there.
Comedy Act,
and when he
right?
died, the Comedy Act Theater, it went down to nothing. It went down from like 300 plus sold a night to like 15 people. And, then the Atlanta one took over. So I kind of rebuilt it with Jamie Foxx, Buddy Lewis, the late Ricky
Winfield?
Harris,
Ricky.
Yvette Wilson. You know what I'm saying? We kind of built it up from the ground again. So that was my thing because you didn't know comedians were funny. So I used to be on stage like an hour, half an hour. That's how I used to get so much material before anybody would come in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So some of the comedians, I didn't know if they was funny or not. Robin Harris used to put you on blast. So I was like, okay, y'all ready for the next comedian?
Yeah.
And they was like, and I said, I want y'all to say, damn, is he funny? And I used to be like, I don't know, I just met him. You'll see in about 3-4 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
So Joe, let me ask you something. When you took over Def Jam, like how did you feel? Because I was there that night when you walked on stage, because they didn't let the audience know that Martin had left. And when you walked out, like how did you feel, man?
You were there for the first show?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay. Did you know Joe at the time?
I didn't really know him, no.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I didn't.
He was very arrogant too.
I didn't hang out with no square ass
he
motherfuckers
was
like that.
He was very arrogant when I met him. He just did the
fuck out of him if you
movie.
spoke to me back in the day. You know that.
He was very
I'm
arrogant.
surprised. He's still my brother's still his friend.
Let me tell you something.
I wasn't arrogant.
Well, that's
I wasn't
debatable.
arrogant.
Let me tell you something.
I wasn't arrogant.
He did
I just
poetic
didn't take
justice.
shit. No, it wasn't that. Because when I got out there in 89 and 90s, Crips was banging. You know what I'm saying? You had to go to 3-4 clubs at night to get on.
Yeah.
People would steal your jokes. You know what I'm saying? And Robin Harris, I just followed the tone. Robin whooped people's ass and stole his jokes.
Robin Harris did?
Oh,
Yeah.
Robin beat up Martin, Ricky.
Robin Harris did?
Robin wasn't no
What?
joke. Robin used to get me. Robin Harris used to walk me out of clubs. A Red Onion. Because I used to joan on the Crips. Because they be, and Robin used to come out with his pistol and walk me to the car.
What?
Yeah, man, it was going on back out
I
here.
heard he
man.
had a little rusty 22.
I never knew
No,
Robin.
no, Robin kept some
Harris
guns.
used to
Right.
beef people.
Robin was gangster
Robin
like that.
Robin was gangster, dog, for real.
From Chicago, come on.
Yeah, he didn't play in his Mustang because people would try to jack you when he had, and he lived right in the hood too, right before he died. He was going to
Wow.
move. But the 10th in Arlington, right there, he lived right out there.
I used to live on 16th in Arlington.
Yeah, right, almost in the hood where Marvin Gaye daddy, lived.
Shot him,
Marvin got that,
Wow.
But, yeah, we used to go because for real. So it was like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He bought me my pair of first $100 shoes, man.
Robin
You know what
Harris?
I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
my little took me downtown,
Wow.
got me something, my little 99. I wore them shoes to the skins farm. I ain't never had $100 shoes.
$100 shoes.
So what, he was like your mentor when you came out here?
Robin was my mentor. He took me by the hand, used to come pick me up, kind of showed me the ropes. But Ronaldo Ray, the late great Ronaldo Ray.
I was
Rest
just
in
about
peace.
to say that.
And
Ronaldo
both
Ray
of
and
them,
TK Kirkland was mine.
Yeah, but he's not even on level with them. And David Banks, the late David
Yeah.
Banks. They used to take me to the worst clubs and heckle me, like put me on stage and then heckle me. And I'm like, I'm getting heckled by the masters, man. I mean, I thought and it was rough until one night. I just lost it, and I talked about them so fucking bad. Robin wanted to fight me, and that's what they say. You have arrived,
right.
and I wasn't scared of them anymore. So I was like, man, I can go anywhere now. So,
I remember when Robin Harris died, man. I was in St. Louis. I hadn't done comedy yet, man. And I heard an ad on the radio saying, hey, Robin Harris coming to town to the Fox Theater. So I talked to Joe on the phone and said, hey, man, I'm going to get the tickets to see this dude named Robin Harris. And Joe was like, nah, man, don't get tickets. I know him. I said, yeah, whatever. He said, no, I know him. That's my boy. I know him. I said, okay. So about a month passed. I called Joe again. I said, Joe, what's up? What's up with those tickets? He said he died. I said, come on, man. If you can't get the goddamn tickets.
You ain't got to lie.
You ain't gotta lie about it, man. Just say you ain't got to hook up. Don't put death on the dude. And then that's the first time I heard Joe's voice shaky like that. And he was like, no,
that
man,
was
seriously, he died. And I was like, wow.
'Cause he died the same weekend that we opened up the Comedy Act Theater in Atlanta, which discovered Chris Tucker. I mean, which actually opened the door to the whole South. Arnez J, Earthquake,
Show you
Bruce,
right.
Bruce.
Yes.
I mean,
Hamburger?
yeah. I mean, not Hamburger. Hamburger's the East Coast.
Got it.
But all the Southern
DC Curry,
comedians,
all them dudes.
DC Curry.
Anthony Brown?
Ricky
who?
Smiley.
Not
Anthony
Anthony
Brown.
Ricky Smiley. That was the Southern club. So when Def Jam called, they needed those comedians. That's where we had, that's where we had the rehearsals at. That's where we did the auditions, and that's where I put up like, okay, when Bob Sumner used to call and like, who's the funniest ones? I used to, Chris Slinger, and so you need to get this guy. Have you heard of that guy? And that's where we went to work because you could get like maybe one or two shows a week. I'm here, but Atlanta, you could work like 8 shows a week. Them black people was hungry, man.
That's
Well, you was
now you working for $20,
Right.
because Mike Williams was a crook. You go down there, but you just happy to be somewhere working. He feeds you, put you up, but you still making $20 a show out of town. You like, come on, man. But your craft got sharp, and that's the reason why Jamie Foxx is as funny as he is today. You know what I'm saying? I sent him down there for 3 weeks straight. He worked that club, and he's perfected his skills so tight, because that's all you need is stage time,
Right. Yeah.
and people to love you.
They
And
said he was
Atlanta
so
took
funny
you
he
in.
had to change his name several times because people wouldn't book him because Eric Bishop was the funniest dude in town, so he had to change his name.
When? His name is Eric Bishop.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because he's Jamie Foxx now, so that's why he changed his name.
No, he was Jamie Foxx back then. He was Eric Bishop, but then he got his teeth fixed.
Oh.
And his lips tucked.
Never mind.
His lips tough.
He went out
That's another
because it
story,
wasn't getting
yeah.
nowhere. But it wasn't getting nowhere. But but his real name was Eric Bishop, and then he kind of changed it because I used to introduce him to Robbie Reed, different people, and they'd be like, hey, "Wait a minute, isn't that Eric Bishop?" And he had photos and pictures before like that. But Jamie Foxx had more swag, and and he was, and a lot of people don't know that was my little protege. I kind of got him his first agent. Used to take him under my wing, feed him, put him on the road, teach him the ropes, talk all that stuff to him. I bullshit you down. He know that to this day.
Well, that's why you're that Hall of Famer, man. So you had the
How
Comedy
about
Act Theater. You guys had Fat Tuesdays or whatever that put a lot of comedians on. But when you get back to Def Jam in the 25 years, Def Jam exposed them to the nation. It allowed people. I was in Hawaii when Def Jam first came out, and I saw people like you, Martin Lawrence. I saw Bernie Mac for the first time, Steve Harvey. DL's my cousin. I knew DL, of course, but I saw him on Def Comedy Jam. So did you guys know beforehand, before they even went on Def Comedy Jam, that you knew, hey, this guy given the right opportunity is going to be a star? Was there any one of those guys out there?
First of all, Def Jam to me was Moses. It took a lot of brothers to the promised land. And Def Jam is the show that inspired me to do stand-up. It wasn't Richard Pryor, it wasn't Eddie Murphy, it wasn't Bill Cosby. It was watching my brother Joe, watching Martin, watching Bernie, Eddie Griffin, all those guys on Def Jam. I was like, man, that's what I want to do. So it was important, man. It put brothers in white households. You know what I'm saying? And sisters in white households. That's what it did. And Joe can speak on it more than that.
Well, I know I can definitely speak on that. And one that I can attest for sure that I'm still proud of is Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah.
Lavelle.
St. Louis.
Who St. Louis's own, who I saw like way back. Because that was my thing. Comedians back in the day, we had camaraderie.
Look who's back in the bathroom.
Look
who's we're putting on. Thank you for getting out of the bathroom, Claudia.
Yeah, I know.
You take the longest. She take the longest shits.
First of all, who takes their laptop to the
toilet paper
bathroom?
I wasn't at the bathroom. I'm late. Sorry. I had things to do.
Yeah,
Sorry.
dang. Well, I see it's under your fingernail still. So, get that off before you touch my face.
What's up, yo?
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
I'm good. I miss you.
I haven't seen you since like the cruise, I think.
Since Tom Joyner cruise.
Yeah. What cruise was that?
Tom Joyner kicked me off that cruise.
Let's not bring that name up.
Me and Tom ain't getting along.
Let's go back to Def Jam right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep it on Def Jam right now. Let's stop bringing up Tom Joyner right now.
All right.
Let's go back to Def Jam real quick.
So Lavelle Crawford, you talking about Lavelle Crawford?
Yeah, Lavelle Crawford, man. Yeah, one of the discoveries who I used to, because I toured before anybody was touring, and I used to see different comedians before Def Jam Comedy Jam came about. I used to see them on different stages. So I was like, okay, won't you get the hottest comedian when we come to that city to open up the show? Because they used to try to have a radio person or they have somebody else who wasn't funny. And I was like, well, put that person on and put that person on. Right. And nobody, all Def Jam was like, no, they ain't Def Jam. Kid Capri, I ain't introducing them. Other comedians like, and I used to like, I say, well, I'm the host. So so some I used to make come out before, but Lavelle was so damn funny nobody really wanted to follow him.
Right.
and I used to pick him up. I picked his fat ass up.
Impossible.
In the rental car they gave me.
In the car. I thought you meant like pick him up.
No. Hey, for real. For the Def Comedy, when Def Comedy game came to St. Louis, he broke the rubber on the inside of my door getting in.
It's hilarious.
And I was like, this broke motherfucker costing me more money already. And he ain't even famous yet.
Right.
Put him on the show, and for real, and you hadn't looked back yet, but that's one of the things I can know that you see a star, before and fat funny dude like that. They came out and rocked it, and then he got on Def Comedy Jam, and now you seen him on Breaking Bad and everything else. So,
I actually have that picture of him on stage, Def Comedy Jam in St. Louis at the Fox.
Yeah.
I think your biggest accomplishment is the brother sitting right next to you, right here. Your brother.
You know that.
Movies and everything.
Is that his biggest accomplishment?
No, it's not the biggest, but my inspiration. Basically, he inspired me. Yeah.
But somebody that you that you knew that was a given.
Did you know he was funny as an early?
My whole family's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, they ain't funny than me. But my whole family's funny.
I don't know. Pops was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But it was, you still need seasoning. And at different times, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing comedy in St. Louis like Lavelle was doing it.
Okay.
He started doing comedy in L.A.
Came out here.
So it was like, by the time he was working, writing, he was getting checks for real. He was working for Martin, writing, I got him a job for Martin.
Yep.
Sure did. Next thing you know, he in the writing room. You know what I'm saying? So I forced Martin to get a job.
God, Joe made you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
No. I said I laid the road down. He hit the shots.
His grind was
you gotta hit the shots.
The biggest thing
you gotta hit the shots.
The biggest thing was like he didn't. Joe for the first 4 years, Joe didn't charge me rent. And that's an amazing weight off your shoulder when you don't have to worry about paying rent. So all he said, as long as you in the comedy clubs doing your shit and you ain't, just lounging, then you good. You good. So that was a huge help.
Don't be fucking in my bed when I'm gone. Don't be wearing my clothes.
I wore your clothes though. I wore the clothes.
Let me ask you this: when he got his teeth fixed, was you nervous he's fucking in your bed?
he had his own bed.
What's the age difference between you two?
4 years. Light years between us, but 4 years in human years.
So, do you got any embarrassing stories about your brother you like to share?
What?
Piss the bed, shit the bed.
Shit the bed. He used to do number 3s and shit, piss, and throw up in the bed. No, he didn't do all that.
I did wet the bed till I was 13, though.
He did wet the bed. Was it 13? I thought it was 13. A little older than that.
No, hell no, nigga.
Were you in the same bed together? Did he piss on you?
Hell no, man.
No.
No. My father kept us apart. My older brother stayed in the room here. I had to have my own room because I fought with everybody.
How big was your house? There's a lot of y'all.
6 of us.
Yeah.
We had a big ass house.
Yeah, we had a big house, but the embarrassing story was when Guy used to have to, he used to, because he used to pee in all his drawers and hide them.
And hide them?
Yeah.
Under my mattress.
And my father was military, and he used to hide them like, where your drawers at? Then he'd be sitting at the table, and he wearing the same pair of drawers he done peed in for like 2 days. So my father found his, all his drawers hidden in your corner and stuffed over in the closet.
It was under my mattress, man.
Something was under your mattress. You had them everywhere. So and I think my father was, he's like, hey, look, everybody only get 7 pair of drawers, one for every day of the week.
You joke.
So he used to mark Guy's drawers.
He numbered my drawers.
Wow.
When you give me Sunday, you get Monday. And when you get Wednesday.
So, Guy, you used to piss in your drawers.
Yeah, man.
And put them in a mattress?
I used to put it under my mattress.
The mattress in the box spring.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't smell?
Yeah, it did, man. I got my own room after that.
That's how you got
brilliant.
your own room.
Well, he got his own room because my brother moved out.
No, but let me tell you about your embarrassing moments.
But between my brother's feet and
he had some bad
drawers,
feet. Yeah,
for real. Because I had my own room before that because they were stanky. I mean, for my brother didn't wash his feet and he didn't. You know that.
No, come on, bullshit. Joe, what about Joe? Let me tell you about Joe.
Talk about me.
Joe's get his ass whooped a lot.
Yeah, I did.
So he ran away.
I didn't get whooped. I got beat.
He got beat. So he ran away from home.
Terrorized.
He ran away from home, thinking my dad was gonna come look for him. Right. So my dad witnessed Joe's room and put all this shit out on the curb, but he got evicted. He was like 13. He gets evicted at 13. Joe was gone for 2 weeks, man.
I was 14, 15.
Where were you?
Like that.
Over a friend's house.
Actually, I went over my friend's house, you know what I'm saying, staying over there, you know what I'm saying.
I was happy as hell.
Yeah, my boy, Bellamy, my name, Bellamy Boyd.
Yeah.
And his father kind of understood, you know what I'm saying. And I think my father kind of knew where I was at the time.
He didn't give a fuck. Pops didn't give a fuck.
But I was like, I get to hang out late in the street, and then.
It sounded like your dad didn't love you that much.
He did because he named me after him, not Joe.
No,
I'm named after my dad, not Joe. He's older.
For real, because that shit hurt when you think your daddy come looking for you hiding. They tell me I'm on the street and hiding out. And I'm like, a couple days went by, week went by. I'm like, what the fuck? Went to school, and daddy asked about me, looked for me.
And I in that room, goddamn.
One less mouth to feed right there.
Damn right.
All right, before we let you go, man, this is unstable since we kind of brought it up a little bit, man.
Right.
You going on that Tom Joyner cruise next year?
If I do, you know what I'm saying, it'd be choke some shit out of people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like that.
Did you get banned? Because a lot of people get banned from that cruise.
I don't know. I probably got banned by a bunch of them old baddie bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Why'd you get
Not by
banned?
Tom. I mean, because it's a bunch of baddie ass bitches that run that shit. So
Damn.
If you one little thing or whatever, they do. Who you get on and all that, and it's like for real. It's a whole lot of work for no money any goddamn way. So. I don't give a shit if I never go back on that fucking cruise. You know what I'm saying? If Tom asks me, I ain't make no money or get no gigs off that shit.
You were making girls cry.
And let me tell you something.
Workers.
What
I didn't make nobody cry on that cruise. She cried because she was fucking getting disrespected by everybody else.
All three of them?
What, all three? I ain't make three.
It was 3 different girls, Joe.
No, I was I worked my ass off and I was being funny, and sometimes. It was a little funnier than that would be.
This was on stage during your act?
No.
This was some of the people that
real
was
quick,
working.
what happened?
What happened?
There was volunteers who was like would escort us to where we had to be. And we were sitting down to an autograph session, and Joe wanted a drink.
Tell the real story.
Joe wanted a drink, And Joe was like,
No.
she said you can't have a drink. And Joe was like, I want a fucking drink.
No, it wasn't. It didn't,
Now,
it didn't go like that. That's an event I wasn't supposed to be at. I had been at a bunch of stuff. Guy and I, we sold out the little
boat ride?
little boat ride thing.
That was fun.
I was everywhere. So they had me places and put me in spots. So I had to get up early in the morning and be at a spot like 8 o'clock. Couldn't eat no breakfast. I like to go work out, do something. I'll be there. The rest be there. And it didn't even happen. So they said, okay, so they tried to put me in another spot. Be here at 9 o'clock. Go down here. That didn't happen. Then I was like, come on now, I'm about to go smoke, give me a drink, do something. And then they said, well, no, you got to do the autograph session. And I was like, well, I'm not booked to do that. Well, you going to do it? And they rushed me down there. I think that was going at 11:30. So I was like, well, can I get something to eat? So I was eating some breakfast. And by that time, I was like, okay, whatever, I'm out. So my little schedule is messed up, but I'm doing events I'm not scheduled to be at. So the bar is right behind me. They put in the line.
As
So
he's
the
eating
lady sit me
breakfast.
down. And we didn't even start autographing yet. So I'm like, so I asked the lady, she said, you can't move. And I'm like, well, can you get me a drink? I ain't getting you a drink. She's acting like my mama. And I say, well, I need a drink right about now. You know what I'm saying? Well, you going to sit here. That ain't professional. I said, I'm tell you what I know I'm doing. I'm talking nice. She said, no, what you going to do is you going to sit here and you ain't going to move.
Wait. Somebody said that to
She
you?
said, and I said, well, no, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give me a fucking drink. And you get out of my way because I'm a grown-ass man. And I got up and got me a drink. And came back, she was crying. But by that time, she had been, I guess, they said
She was
that,
probably
celebrities had just been disrespecting her the whole time, and I was the one who pushed it over
Or
the top.
maybe she was
but I was
crying
like,
because she was worried about your health. It was
nah,
early in
man,
the morning.
fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
What it did was I was trying to hit, so it fucked my little pussy up right there.
You know what I'm saying?
I will say, if you go on that Tom Joyner cruise, it is like shooting fish in a bucket.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of people that is getting in.
Yeah.
Like old people creeping in the middle of the night.
You fucked up my piece of ass, Joe.
Man, well, you just look to the left with another fat piece of ass on that cruise anyway. Don't lie. Tom Joyner got the fattest bitches on the cruise of all time. Don't old, horny hoes.
Oh my
don't
God.
act like you don't.
Wow.
Hey, you want to be unstable? I'm telling you the real. They fans and all, but that's where you go to get it on. If Jesus knew that cruise was going on, it'd be over.
Wow.
There's some shit going on that cruise. It's fun. It's fun, but but it's work too for a celebrity like me. And and all the pictures I take, they can't take a couple little motherfucking jokes. You know what I'm saying? I can't get a drink when I want to. I'm like, that's why I told Tom, man, come on, man. I've been working with Tom when he was just on Saturdays, writing jokes for him for a long time.
And the last time you guys actually, I heard you talking, was on his radio show during the Bill Cosby trial. You had him on, he had you on or whatever, and it kind of got a little contentious. Have you guys talked about that
we ain't talked about it. He tried to flip the script on me after I told him what was going on and trying to sell me out there like I'm, getting paid to be with Bill Cosby. And I checked his ass and his whole damn crew. Arsenio and the other little fat chick, what's her name, Sybil. Trying to sell me out. It's Joe Torry help. And that ain't what I told you because you called me, asked me to be on your show. And then I said, well, we're going to talk Sunday, the day before, and I'm going to let you know because it's 7 minutes. I know how radio go. I majored in mass communication, journalism, and broadcasting. I've been doing radio since I was 18. This is what I do. So, Tom, I know how to give you the 2, 2, and 2 and wrap it up into 1 because we got 7 minutes. So he was trying to make it funny, and I told him, man, ain't nothing funny about somebody about to go to jail and Bill Cosby. But what I'll do is I'll come in and chime in for you later on this. But, that's it, and give you some exclusives because I'll maybe be around. But ain't nothing funny about this. So when I got on, he tried to turn it into like I was getting a check and I'm working. And I'm like, yeah, I'm always working. I'm working on my POV stuff. That's why I'm there, so I can get the truth and I can have my own recording of stories. So when I go on stage, I got it. And he tried to flip it like I was getting paid and I'm that good old Joe Torry help. Bill Cosby give me the check. He got a check coming down the line. And I'm like, ain't no checks coming down the line, Tom. Why would you say that?
Wow.
So, so I had to check it up real quick or it was going to be some lawsuits coming, furniture moving.
You went in too.
Tom, I still want to go on the
did
cruise.
go in.
I mean, we cool and all,
And I'm
but
still
I don't
going in.
know about that.
And I'll be in Dallas and anywhere else. Tom is. I don't care. Don't sell my character and my brand down there like that. And we all frat brothers. So, and I'm asking Tom, where was you at? When you in court? You want to be a clown and a court jester on the point, and that's our frat brother. Probably need positive light, and you ain't giving it to him, so you can get choked like everybody else.
Damn.
God damn,
So,
Joe.
all
That's Tom Joyner's a legend.
Man,
That's a
I
virtual
don't give
show.
a shit who you are.
Virtual.
That ain't just Tom. It's anybody that want to twist my words. Give a shit who you are. Twist my
I'ma
words
twist
and try
your
to
goddamn
wreck my
words.
brand, and it's your ass. And I'm known for handing you your ass.
God damn.
All right, Joe
Regina
Torry.
King.
Joe Torry live. Unstable.
I feel like Regina right now in poetic justice. I'm about to get slapped.
Get that nigga a brush.
No, Chicago came out. Boy.
Hey, that's New York, St. Louis,
everything. Mike,
Chicago,
he's like,
every place I've been, VA.
and talk about me.
Chicago. No, because to have
That's
somebody.
why I'm fucking someone else.
No, but
Right.
I work like you saying. I'm not in the Hall of Fame. I'm not a legend for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna destroy my brand. You got people chiming in on your board, calling, saying that, oh, so I want to check you real quick. And trust me, I had some very high people, you know what I'm saying, billionaires, millionaires, people that Tom know, and everybody called me that was like, yeah, that wasn't right what he tried to do.
Right.
So, I
hope y'all squash it, man. Hope y'all celebrate.
Hey, squash. Let me tell you something, man. People
squash it,
are
man.
always worried about the boogeyman and Illuminati and who you gonna be with. There ain't nothing like that. I don't believe in fear, false evidence appearing real. There ain't nobody that can ruin or destroy my career but me. So ain't nobody out there pushing no buttons. Now I won't mess with the gays and the Jews.
Right. Exactly.
But I have my own power, my own strength, and so I can walk and speak and do where I want and go where I want to, from the hood to heaven, baby. Uncle Joey.
You are the man. He is a legend. He is a Q. He is a guy's brother. He is a Hall of Famer. Joe Torry hanging out with us here on Unstable. Thanks for hanging out, my man.
I gotta go. Where the weed at?
Thank you.
Who got my weed? Y'all told me y'all gonna give me some weed.
Hey, Joe.
But that's the end of the show.
I got.
Joe Torry, very funny. He went in at the end of that segment though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He got some things off his chest.
Man, I pray for Joe.
I won't pray for anybody in Joe's path.
Yeah.
And Tom, once again, I had nothing to do with that rant. I don't even know Joe Torry. I just know a guy Torry. So please call me to go on the cruise for my
Joe was Harvey and Irma.
Right. Yeah. It don't even matter to me. I ain't never been on a cruise, so I would like to go, but woo.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I've never been.
A lot of weed, alcohol, and he is right about the big girls. A lot of big girls.
Well, you know what?
But
Tom,
big girls need love too. Big girls
do.
need love
well,
too.
Tom called me. I'll go. I don't want the big girls, but I want the weed and alcohol.
I stay off ships. I stay off ships ever since we came over here on one. I just don't do the ships.
Man, come on, you beige. You was already over here.
I just don't do the ships.
Half of you and Claudia was already over here.
y'all get on the ship. They'll treat y'all like Isaac. Y'all good, man.
I'm like the bartender. All right, you know what? At least Joe's going to stay off Twitter for right now, hopefully, because it's a little bit hot. Sometimes you got to stay off Twitter, especially late at night.
Especially black Twitter.
Yeah. Well, Ted Cruz wasn't on black Twitter. He was on porn Twitter.
Wow.
Did you see what happened? Ted Cruz,
man.
his account liked a porn video. It was about a 2-minute porn video. Now, of course, they're going to blame it on a staffer and said it was an inadvertent error. Although Ted Cruz did come out and say that he didn't know if he was going to actually suspend the account when it comes to that actual staffer having access to that account.
Wow.
Think about that.
Somebody got to take the bullet.
Yeah.
Listen, just keep it 100. Like,
Yeah.
it's so fake. That's why you lost, Ted, because you're weird. People don't
Lying
like you.
Ted.
People don't rock with you. Like, you don't seem like a normal human being.
Right.
If you like the porn page, you like the porn page. You've been married for a long time. Your wife's whatever, Hey, I get it.
sure
What's the deal?
Trump said that. But you know what? He always reminded me of a cheap TV evangelist. It's the way he talks, the way he looks.
Right.
It's just like you can't trust him. So it's bullshit. He liked that picture.
Well, he's a politician. He can't come out and basically say he's saying, how many times have you been there where you've done something on Twitter, you sent something out, and then you say, oh, my page got hacked? So many people have done that plenty of times.
Yeah.
Plenty of celebrities.
Just own that shit, though.
Yeah.
Just own it. Like, if everyone would start owning their shit, people would stop lying
Absolutely.
so much.
Absolutely.
You know?
Start
It's
calling
like-
them on. I've liked a lot of big booty girl pages, and there's nothing wrong with it. You just like it. You don't think somebody's gonna find out you did it. He liked it,
But
and then he
this-
got busted. That's all.
This
it
was
is.
more than a like, though. This was like a posting.
Well, did he retweet it or just like?
No, he liked it. He liked the video. It was a video of guys getting down. Of course, Steve, you probably know the video
Yeah.
itself. I'm pretty sure you.
Well, I mean,
It's just porn. Porn is not a big deal.
Exactly.
Not at all.
I crashed like 3 of my computers like fucking with porn. Like, it's not that,
Right.
And
it's common.
because he's a Christian, I mean, he stopped. Now he's porn again.
You watch a lot of porn, Claudia?
Sometimes I do.
Is there you watch it with your man, or you just watch it by yourself?
Do I have a man?
Sometimes
Bitter.
you
one.
can you keep one? I mean, like in the guys. So the last podcast you came on and you were talking about the guy, my friend that you were dating.
Oh, we just linked up.
She's been using her bacteria.
Clearly, it's not.
Yeah, her man is Dactylia. That's her man right there.
A purple bacteria.
Dactylia.
Dactylia.
That's your man.
Yeah. Can I keep men? I guess not. I guess not.
Can I tell you something? This podcast is destroying my dating life.
It's radio. It's
It is-
radio.
I know, but when you bring up, like, she asked me, so 200 women, huh? I've had women hit me up. When you asked me last week, have I been with 200 women or not? When was the last time you had sex, of course, and all that. So people start asking you these questions.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
guys, does your girl ask you about what we talk about on the show?
But she knows it's gonna pay the bills, so she gotta let it go. Yeah, so it's all good.
So when she watched this show, is it in subtitles? Korean subtitles?
Wow.
She got 5.5 months left to be in the country. Live it up. I just got a text about one of our podcasts. Someone I went out with like one time, and he heard the show and he's like, "Oh, so you're dating one of Mike's friends?"
You know that's
Shout
what
out to you because you're gonna watch it. But like, I just thought that was weird because it's not like I had a boyfriend. If I had a boyfriend, that's one thing. But if you're just dating, like that's kind of like what to be expected. We weren't even like we didn't have sex.
But you know,
And
that's
let me
kind of
explain.
lame though. To call somebody or text somebody after we said something, that's kind of lame though.
Yeah,
I don't know who
is
he
it lame? Is it lame?
It is. Well, let me explain for Claudia's sake, because she wasn't dating the guy at the time that she went on a date with you. Claudia's not that type of person. I'm trying to help her. She said, I tried to help you out.
I've been knowing her. I know what type of person she is.
We was at the point where I knew that we weren't a couple, and I was free to date. So
Okay.
I went on a date. Actually, went on a date on a TV show. So then that.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Well, that's entertainment. That's
Right.
you doing your job. That's
Yeah.
pretty much exposure, or whatever.
You don't really expect
Right.
much from that.
Say what?
You don't expect anything to really happen from that.
Did something ever actually happen from that?
Like what happened? Come on.
Nah, nigga.
What happened?
Did you eat? Did you get a meal?
Are you hungry?
We did go eat. We went and ate.
What happened at the end of the day? CJ, a guy at the end of the night will give you a kiss or walk you to your door. Some dudes will give you flowers. What happened at the end of the day?
She gave him flowers.
You guys, you gave me weed, so now I'm not gonna make good judgments. Don't ask me something I won't talk about right now.
She gave him flowers.
We kind of heard you got a handful. I'm just saying.
He showed me the goods.
He showed you the
Hold on.
goods.
Let's do it like they did in Seinfeld. He did what?
He what?
He whipped his dick out.
He put it
What?
out.
Like just out?
Just out.
He did. It was just too soon. And my
you
thing is, like, he had a
serious?
decent size. Like, if he would have just waited a little bit longer.
Okay, wait.
Like 5 minutes?
I mean, you know, I'm a lady. Like, at least a week. You know, like, I was like, damn, you fucked up. Like,
Right.
Who does that?
But no, that works. You can actually do that by accident, and it works.
you accidentally whip your dick out.
By accident.
So listen, this girl invited me over and she had wine, so we was dancing in the living room trying to be romantic.
Just you two in the
And
living
it
room?
was summertime.
That's
Yeah,
so weird.
But it was romantic. It was summertime, so I didn't have no drawers on, right? So,
Wait, no draws.
Once again-
Summertime, Bluetooth in your ear, and some Stacey Adams.
So
Okay.
yeah, right.
And some shirt socks.
But hold on. So I put on the Ready for the World album, right? So we in the living room dancing, but no joke. So I had just went to the bathroom and I forgot to zip my zipper up. We was drinking. So as we separated, she just said, "Oh." And I was like, "Oh." And as she walked off, and I was like, "Okay, so I'm ready to finish." And I looked down and it was out. I was like, "So she think I'm that type of dude to just pull my dick out? Who does that?" Like, but then she came back in the room, she was ready. And I was like,
shit.
"It works." So
Really?
I see why that dude did that.
Do you realize this is the second time on our podcast that you've exposed your penis?
Yeah.
But then
To a
by
woman?
accident.
By accident?
Yes.
You can't feel the wind on you.
Dude,
Is it
I
that
didn't
small?
have, that's horrible.
I'm just saying that you can't feel it. I mean,
First of all, I'm the only one in a relationship on this show, so it ain't small.
I mean, I could go marry someone and get paid $500 too, you know.
wow. Yeah, he won't have a girl next week.
No, she loved me.
All right, it's time for some unreal news, guys. You ready for this?
Just do it, man.
All right, let's start off with this. There's a woman in Russia who is suing a loan company because, get this, she didn't get an orgasm. All right, let me explain. So she said that the loan company stated on their website that paying off her loan would be like having an orgasm if she paid it off on time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
I
actually
get that.
smart. So she gets a lawsuit, so now she can pay some bills off, right? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what kind of money she's going to get.
What kind of bullshit is that?
I don't
that's
know.
good.
I lie all the time. If women sued me for the times I promised an orgasm,
Do you wish, Claudia, as a woman, do you wish that you could sue a man for not coming through sexually the way he claims he can?
not sue him because then anybody would know I was with them, and I'd much rather deny everything.
Right.
But like, I just, a lot of times I try to get other women on board. Like, I think we should all stick together and not fake it anymore because that's why you guys are such underachievers.
so like a
You know what
pussy
I mean?
union.
Like a coochie union,
Y'all need to do something.
a coochie coalition, and we should go on coochie strike until we get what we want.
Well, y'all need to get with the young girls because they flooded the market and pussy don't have value like it used to.
Well,
we used to have to lie and get girls drunk to get pussy. Now they just be like, "Go fuck," and they go.
So you're saying pussy has no value anymore?
If it was in the stock market, the value is dropping because we can get pussy easy.
Straight men should always still want pussy. I don't want to hear about that.
There's too many out there.
I only want one pussy. I don't leave out my house. I'm talking about you niggas. I don't want no more pussy.
He sounds so scared every time he talks about her.
I'm talking about my pussy. I don't.
She got some pictures of you or something. Though.
No. It's called. I'm good with that. I'm not.
Has she threatened you with a Ginsu knife or something? I mean, seriously, like, what is going on? Like, you start to stuttering and shit.
She gonna torture with emery boards.
Does she know karate? Is she like a black belt? Like,
well, if she is trained, she can box.
She put a Chinese star to your dick. Like, what is going on?
She did, but that's for sex reasons only. But listen,
you get nervous.
I'm not getting nervous.
Every time, dog.
You do.
Every time, dog.
Audience, leave a comment on our page and let us know what you think. Is Steve afraid of his woman?
He's afraid of his woman.
Scared.
Oh, he's absolutely afraid of his woman.
Yeah.
He's admitted he's afraid of his woman. But, back to that, shouldn't there be like a Yelp for sex? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure there is.
somebody 4 or 5
I wouldn't want
stars.
that.
You wouldn't want that?
Hell no.
Why wouldn't you want
3 minutes
that?
I put out there? No.
You wouldn't want a Yelp review on
for
your
my 3-minute performances? No.
But it would have been a great 3 minutes, man. That's fast food. I mean, it's
sometimes
really good fast food.
Never
that's
had
out there.
good McDonald's. Well, never mind. They might be a sponsor. Yes,
I think
they serve breakfast all day.
I like to know ahead of time because, especially with women, we get judged every time we take a new lover. So I'd rather just cut out the negatives. The wear and tear, and I would just rather
Well, hold up,
if I knew ahead of time, maybe I'd just be like, I never mind.
I mean, it ain't like y'all's pussies is great all the time too. Though don't get it twisted though.
Speak
Well,
for
I've never
yourself.
had a bad one. I've never had a bad pussy.
Well, pussy is like pizza. It wasn't as bad as good.
Okay,
You just
right,
happen
right,
you got
right.
some pussy.
Okay.
I mean, that's a.
Now, I've
I
had
don't know
some
who
young
joke that
girls who
was, but
didn't
it's somebody
take
else's
care
joke.
of
But
it.
it's true.
But there is terrible penis out there, like garbage, like just thin and leaky and just whatever, horrible.
Leaky.
There's a
What
website called baddick.com. It's a website.
And why do you know this? I'm surrounded.
Because it's in my act. That's why.
Oh, what?
Wow.
You said leaky though. You've had some leaky penis, and you actually
No. There was a guy that for like a year we talked on Facebook, finally on the phone call, and we finally went out. First date, again, another example, too eager. We hung out, came to my house afterwards, and I was like, this is a mistake, he shouldn't be here. So we're on the couch, we're watching TV and kissing. No clothes came off. He takes my hand, puts it down his pants on his dick. It was thin and it was leaky, like it was like pre-cummish.
That's normal.
yeah.
That's
I don't like-
normal. I thought you meant like guacamole came out
Control
of it.
yourself. I wouldn't do that. Yeah,
I thought it
control
was
yourself.
discharge or something.
We don't like that. Why
You don't like pre-cum?
Why is it wet already?
Because that's a compliment to you, though.
Right, that means he ready. It's clear in
Yeah.
the tunnel. That's natural. That's science.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like
It's
You
just
don't
like
never
after
okay.
I kiss you and come in 3 minutes, it's natural.
You'll never have moisture in your
Everybody comes in.
panties.
Of course, but
all right
we're
then.
women though. Like
But we have a hole too.
you have a whole, but just keep that shit inside.
You know what you should do then?
She don't want no kids.
This is what I'm doing then. We're going to get the little green things they put in your cup at Starbucks and just put it right in the head of my dick. So
I can't let my mother listen to this episode.
Right.
No.
she probably got a couple of them.
Watch your mouth.
I am watching hers.
All right, one more story from some unreal news. So shout out to everybody that's still going through what they're going through from Hurricane Harvey and
Yes.
Irma. Our thoughts and our prayers with you. But one couple in Houston made the most of it during Hurricane Harvey
Really?
in one of the shelters. They were getting it in the shelter. Yeah,
can't believe
we got
that.
some audio.
I can't keep my nerves bad because I got kids. I really want to go slap the shit out of both of them. Go in the bathroom with that shit.
Yeah.
What?
Get a room. They can't get a room. It's flooded.
Get it. Money.
So the commentary, did you hear they can't get a room? It's flooded. That's so bad. It's still too soon, but
But
wow.
they're there. They can joke like that they're there.
In a shelter, though?
Hey, man, she didn't have a sheltered life, that's for
Right.
sure.
right.
She's exposed to everything.
You think the birth rates are going to go up in both Florida and Houston because of this? I mean, because you're with your spouse or your girl by yourself. You might not have
nothing to
power.
do.
You don't have anything to do. Right now,
Yeah.
my sister is down in Tampa without any kind of electricity. She doesn't have her man with her.
She got a book.
And she's old.
But does she have batteries?
right.
Yeah, probably so. People are gonna be bored, and
But you know what? That's a lot of stress. So when men stress, it's like your dick look like old cooked asparagus.
Right. Yeah, I know. I know all about it. I'm not a robot, goddammit. I'm not 30 years old anymore.
You been talking to my girlfriend? What the hell going on in here?
Got a mortgage. I got things in my mind. It's you. Shut
All right,
up.
He
that's
wouldn't
the-
say it's you. That's not true.
That's the unreal news for this week. Meanwhile, we always talk about relationship topics on this show, and this week, our producer Jerron went out with the girl. And-
Oh,
yeah, he went
you
out.
back the girls now,
Yeah,
huh?
he's back the girls. So Jerron,
Wow, I'm proud of you.
You met a girl on Tinder?
Yeah, met her last night on Tinder, and she said, "Want to get a drink?" I said, "Sure, let's go."
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
Because usually people just match and they don't ever hook up.
Did you use that voice though?
Right. You sound real safe.
I didn't expect that right there.
We should let him drive the cops and let him get away with
So
anything.
what happened?
What's wrong, officer?
Well, we get to her. She wanted to go get a drink at this like really fancy place in West Hollywood called I think the Belmont
Okay.
or something.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Don't say the Abbey.
No. So then she orders one round of drinks. I get one as well too. They come back, want a second round of drinks. She gets it as well too. So I go to the bathroom, and she asked me before I go if I wanted to split the bill with her. I said, "No, I'll take care of the whole thing." She said, "No, we can split it." So I say, "All right, cool." I come back from the bathroom. She says that's a bad move.
What?
That I was supposed to take care of the whole bill for her.
But you are.
But you asked.
Right.
See,
Don't mess with her. She crazy.
That's entrapment.
See that I hate women like that. I hate people like that. Let me tell you something. This girl I was dating did the same shit to me. It's like I had 4 Laker tickets, right? And I was going to take her to the game, and she can bring some other friends, right? She said, no, you would enjoy it with your boys better. Just go. And I live right across the street from the Staples Center. So I said, no, you should go with me. No, you have more fun with your boys. I said, okay. So we go. We come back. She stayed at my place. I come back. She said, so you had to go to the game, huh? I said, what do you mean? So you had to go to the Laker game, huh? And leave me in here by myself. I said, I'm right across the street, and you said, take my boys. I know, but still, you had to go to the game. I was testing you. Bitch, don't test me.
Wow. Wow.
I'm like, so like, that's a red flag right off the bat, dude. It's like, no.
Because you failed the test too, so
don't
that's a
give a
red
fuck.
flag.
But you
Single
know
now.
there is a word for that. That is a term for that for women who meet guys, whether online or just to go on a date. They call them foodie calls, not a booty call. Foodie calls, where they go out on a date with guys and they just go to these nice restaurants because they can't afford them themselves. So they get the guy, of course, to pay for the meal, and that's what they call a foodie call. And
call.
a foodie
I gotta
call.
hear this.
What-
Claudia,
Yeah.
is that true? Do women do that?
Yeah, hood rats, broke bitches never been through escrow. I don't hang with those. I don't hang with girls that
Hold
can't
on, wait a
pronounce
minute, wait a
shrimp,
minute.
that have roommates. And
Did you say never been through escrow?
y'all gotta just be around better women. Like I have great friends that like got shit going on. You know what I mean? Like these birds out here that y'all be impregnating. I don't get it.
When you go on a date the first time, you expect do you at least reach for the bill, or do you what do you expect?
I chill. I'm not really tripping, but it definitely is a turn off on the first date.
A turn off if the guy doesn't pay for the bill?
But like, we get in a relationship, then it's like I'm gonna get it a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I think in
Right.
the beginning, I still believe in a man. Courting a woman and taking a woman out and doing all that.
But you won't test them, like
No, that's corny.
Yeah, that's corny as
That's
hell.
corny as hell. Like, don't, because I believe what people say. So if you tell me no, I'm gonna be all right. No, so don't come back later with other shit. That's crazy.
But the reason I didn't pay for the bill is because I don't want her to think that I wanted to
Her to put
expect
out.
something from her afterwards.
I wouldn't. Girls don't think
With that voice?
This is my normal voice.
She knows
I'm
you're
very
waiting.
safe. I'm
Right.
non-threatening.
She knows you're gonna
Yeah.
wait.
You know what?
6-7 months for her.
Tiger Woods said the same thing with that same voice.
Tiger Woods is going raw and aunties and everybody.
in parking lots and stuff.
No, I don't mind. Like when you on a date with a girl, I don't mind. As a gentleman, I'm always picking up the bill. I mean, you can ask anybody I've ever gone out with. I'm always insisting to pick up the bill. I will say though,
Same
after
here.
the 4th or the 5th time that I pick up that bill and you have not once even acknowledged that the damn bill comes, like when the bill comes out, you start looking at your phone and you got to go to the bathroom. You start to notice that because you start feeling like it's a sense of entitlement that they have. And
But
they're
what
not-
if she put out?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, about the 4th or 5th time, and she hasn't. I'm talking about I've got nothing out of it. I'm talking about just going out on a date or whatnot. But they always want to say you know what? No, I don't think a guy should pay for the bill because I'm old fashioned. Well, you part time old fashioned because you ain't you part time. You part time old fashioned when you need to be old fashioned for somebody to pick up the bill for you. But you ain't made me not one damn meal. You ain't greased my scalp. You ain't massaged my shoulders.
My scalp?
Yeah, you ain't done. I mean, that's what old fashioned women do, right?
Did she pop your pimples?
Yeah, pop my pimples.
So do you
Can
have some
wash my
Glover's
clothes?
Lane at your house? I want to know.
Do you think that's the thing that a lot of women do?
Say what?
Do you think that's a thing that a lot of women do?
Yeah, there's a lot of women.
Part-time old-fashioned?
Yeah, they're part-time old-fashioned.
Okay, well, let me represent for the ladies real quick, because y'all motherfuckers is part-time old-fashioned, too. Okay, because y'all want all the coochie and the cooking and all this wifely shit, but y'all ain't trying to get married. So, you know, maybe not you. And wait, how many times you been married?
Yeah, never. I've never been married.
Okay, but some of y'all, like, want part-time old-fashioned as well. You want a girl that's, like, does all this other stuff for you, but you don't want to give her, you know, that what comes along with that.
Not
So-
me. I'm living in sin,
but
and
maybe
I
they're
do
not
it.
worthy of that, though.
Well,
Just
maybe-
because we're just pulling sheets don't mean I got to marry you.
What?
Just because we're just pulling sheets, fucking,
Yeah, I'm about to
don't
say.
mean that you marriage material. You should be fucking at the time.
So
See, here's
don't-
the thing.
so don't be fucking her then.
You all want relationships.
We do.
We just want the relations. Fuck the ship. The ship gonna stay out there.
We know, and that's why the
That
problem
ship
is.
ain't gonna dock. Let that ship stay the fuck out there.
Just mess
We
with
want
young
relations.
girls. They give it up
Sorry.
pussy easy.
Yeah.
Young girls give pussy quick, man.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Well,
That's all you gotta say.
For all the women who want them foodie calls, you get my dactylian.
There it is. There it is.
Stop.
My dactylian.
Fellas be afraid. Y'all don't be afraid to pay. Y'all make more money than us.
I pay for my female friends who I'm not dating.
Exactly.
Just on
Okay.
GP.
Yeah, we always pay.
We always pay.
Okay.
And we're gentlemen. We
Yeah.
will pay. I'm just saying it's like when we pay and women don't want to pull their weight. You know what I mean? There are plenty of because there are
some of them got a lot of weight.
A lot of them come out there and they want to know what you have to bring to the table,
Right.
but they ain't bringing shit to the table themselves.
Right.
So I don't mind that. So if you want to be that woman that wants to help me pay some bills, you want to make
learn how
my
to do
dinner,
Tootsie Roll
you
naked.
you want to give me a massage, you want to grease my scalp. Does anybody grease scalps anymore? Remember back in the
I
day,
don't know.
you don't grease the scalp.
That's all
anymore.
you got is
But
scalp.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Somebody want to help God bleach your skin. I mean, like, I'm just saying, whiten them damn teeth. I mean,
Hey, Unstable Podcast, y'all. If y'all want to find us on Facebook, go to unstable.pod. Is that it? Unstable.pod? Okay. On Twitter, unstabledpod. Unstable with a D. Unstabledpod. Or you can get us, email us at unstablepodcast@gmail.com. Unstablepodcast@gmail.com. And you can get at us.
We have a YouTube page now, Unstable Podcast.
we
I
got
set
the
that
YouTube.
up.
You set it up?
Yeah, I need someone to upload the videos.
The videos are coming out. They're coming. Well, obviously, if you're watching this damn thing, it's out.
IG,
about
we
that?
on
If
IG
you
as
watch it,
well.
it's on IG.
Like us on Instagram, Unstable
Facebook.
Podcast.
Unstable Podcast.
We have our new Facebook fan page. It's Unstable with the actual apostrophe D. We got rid of the other page.
Got
We don't have that.
Because it was called
Okay.
Steve, Guy,
Yeah,
Claudia, and
'cause
Mike.
they wouldn't give us
Steve,
Unstable.
Clark, got it, Mike.
Right.
Hey, guys, thank you so much for your support. We've
Yep.
had a great time. This is our 4th Unstable.
Yes.
And we will be doing many, many more of these,
Yeah.
of course. All right. Thanks to our guest, Joe Torry, for coming up.
Joe Torry.
And we'll talk to you next week.